Today we're going to be solving equations with variables on both sides. Yay! Variables on both sides. Okay? So we're going to be doing combining like terms. And we're just adding one extra step that we have to do before we solve. That's it. One extra step. Okay? So looking at this example here, we have 3x equals x plus 8. Now, what do you notice about that?
There's no number. And there's x.
There's two variables, right? Yeah. We want to get them together.
What?
Okay? So what do we think? Ideas. We want to get them on the same side.
Minus 8.
What?
Never. I don't know.
So let's think. How would I move this 8 if I was trying to get this x by itself?
X minus x.
How would I get this 8 to the other side?
You add.
I would subtract it, right? How can I get this x to the other side?
Add.
Subtract. Why do you say subtract? Because it's positive. Okay, so we're going to subtract x on both sides. So now we have 2x equals 8. What do you notice that we just did?
You just use subtract. Is that the answer?
Because now what do we have? We have one variable, right? So that was my whole goal. Where you got all variables on the same side to get us to 1x. So now, does this look like something we can solve? Yes. What's my next step? Divide by 2. So we get x equals 4. So that one extra step we're adding is getting all the variables on one side. Okay? And then the rest is what we've been doing. Okay, so let's look at another example. This one. What do you notice about this one?
You got 5x.
Two variables. We want to get them on the same side. So which one should I move?
The 5x.
Why the 5x? What? Why do I want to move the 5x and not the 2x?
Because
It's on the same side as the other number. We don't want them on the same side. We want to get them away from each other. So how do I move that 5x? Subtract 5x. So I have 12 equals negative 3x. What do I do now? Divide by what?
3x, negative 3x.
Yes, take that negative 3 with you. So we have x equals negative 4. Okay, so again, the only step we added was getting the x's on the same side. Capiche? Okay, let's look at one that looks like this. Don't freak out, we're not working with fractions. Okay, let's look at 6y plus 40 equals 4y minus 50. Let's look at this one. Okay, what do you notice about this one? There's two variables.
They're both y.
They're both y. That's good. We have two variables. What is the goal with those two variables?
Get them together.
Get them together, okay?
What you also have?
You just got to pick one of them. Do we want to do the 6y or the 4y?
6y.
It does not matter. Okay, I heard 6y. Let's do 6y. How can I get that 6y to the other side?
The minus.
Subtract 6y. Good. Why do you think I'm writing that 6y where I did? Why do you think I wrote it right here?
Because that's where the other variable is.
Because that's where the other variable is, okay? So over here, what do we have left on the left side? 40 equals, what else do I got? Negative 2y, good, and? Minus 50. Now, does this look like something we've done before?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, we got variables on both sides. Now we can work with this equation. So what are we trying to isolate?
The y.
The y. What's with the y?
2.
Negative 2. Okay, so remember, why am I boxing that? They have to stay together the whole time. So what do I do next? Add 50. So I get 90 equals negative 2y. And then what's my last step? Divide by what? Negative 2. So I get y equals
35. 45.
45. Negative 45. Okay? Let me show you something. Same equation. 6y plus 40 equals 4y minus 50. So on the left, we chose to move 6y. Okay? You can also choose to move 4y. Okay, you can choose whichever variable you want. Let's do 4y now. How can I move 4y to the other side? Subtract 4y. So I'm going to subtract 4y on both sides. So I get 2y plus 40 equals negative 50. This looks like something we can solve, yes? What do I do next?
Minus 40.
Right, because we got to keep these two together. So subtract 40. I have 2y equals negative 90. What do I do next? Divide by 2. What do you notice?
It's the same thing.
You get the same thing. So no matter which variable you choose to move, you will get the same answer. So it does not matter which one you move to the other side. Does that make sense? So if your friend chooses 6y, but you chose 4y, don't argue, because you can do it. Okay? It does not matter which one you move. Questions so far? Okay. I'm going to change this one for you also. If I have 3x minus 12 equals x plus 12. Go ahead and try that one. Again, what is our first goal when we have x's on both sides? Get them together. Now, I saw somebody picked 3x to move, somebody picked x. Doesn't matter. Does it? No. Raise your hand if you moved 3x. Raise your hand if you've moved x. All right, majority wins. We're moving x. Okay? So, how do I move x to the other side? Subtract x. Okay? So, I have 3x minus x. Right. What's the number in front of that x? Sorry, right here. 1. Okay, so it's 3x minus 1x. 2x. What do I have left on that side with it? Minus 12 equals 12. Good. What do I do next? Oh, I heard both. Add 12. So you add 12 because remember, trying to get that alone. So we have 2x equals 24. Last step. Divide by 2. X equals? X equals what? 12. Those of you that moved 3x over, did you also get 12? Did you get 12? Yeah? Okay. Any questions so far? With variables on both sides? So again, what is the most important thing to do when you have variables on both sides? What do you do first? Get them together. Okay, good. I want to change this a little bit for our exit ticket.
Is there a backside to that?
Yes.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay. So, when you're solving equations, make it easier on yourself. What should you do first? Combine like terms. Okay? So, looking at our left side, what like terms do I have?
X, 7x, and
X and negative 7x. What else?
negative 4x.
Careful. I'm glad you brought that up. When you're combining like terms, you only want to combine what's on the same side of the equal sign. So do the left side first.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm gonna read
Okay?
the problem.
Okay, so what other like terms do I have on the left side?
Negative 11 and 2.
Negative 11 and negative 2. Good. Okay, so we have x, 1x minus 7x. Negative 6x. And then I have negative 2 minus 11. Negative 13. And then do I have anything on the right side that I can do? Nope, so I'm just going to rewrite. So, now what do you notice about this equation that we have?
It's like what we just learned.
Right, what is it? What does it have?
2 variables.
Has variables on both sides. What do I want to do?
Combine them on the same side.
Combine them. Which one do we want to move? 4. All right, how do I move that 4x over?
Oh, I did it wrong.
I heard subtract and add. Which one? I need to add 4x to both sides. So I have negative 2x minus 13 equals, what's left on the other side? 1. Okay. Now, again, what am I trying to isolate? That negative 2x. So what do I do first? Add 13. So I have negative 2x equals 14. What's my last step? Divide by negative 2. Yep, take the negative with. So we have x equals negative 7. Yep. Okay. Any questions so far? Raise your hand if you got that right.
Yep.
Nice job.
Oh,
Nice job. Okay.